Hello, it's Randy Duck and we're back again for another video. This time we've got 3 replays for you in the Tier 8 Polish Premium Heavy Tank, the 50TP Prototyp. And as the video title will tell you, it's the first games leading up to the third mark and then the final one where we achieve that third mark of excellence. But before we get too much into the video, just very quickly, you may have noticed that recently I haven't been posting the usual 3 videos a week. All what that is just, I've got so much going on in my personal life at the moment with a lot of things, so I just haven't had the time to be able to get on to do those videos. Nothing to worry about, but basically just for the next sort of 2 to 3 months, I'm probably going to limit the channel just to 2 videos a week. But yeah, still stay subscribed. I'm still going to get the 2 videos out a week, and once more things have been cleared up, I'll be able to get back to posting more videos a week for you. But just for the time being, it's going to be 2, so hopefully that'll be okay. But yeah, on to the replay. So we're in obviously the Polish Heavy. I think when I was doing these replays, it was actually relatively recently when I got these footage when it was like the +1 weekend. And I thought, well, I think I was quite close to this. I was on the 2nd mark, I think, around about there. And I thought, well, the +1 weekend can be a great opportunity to play a Tier 8 heavy tank. And you know what? It was very enjoyable. I really did enjoy it. This replay is just before the damage changes, but still, this tank's a very great tank. 440 alpha. It's got good gun depression for heavy. That's one of its unique features. And you can see there, I'm just making sure I'm getting shots into this convoy. This is a position I like to go to a lot, especially when there's no front police in the game, because I can play it with more freedom, because this is a bit of an artillery hotspot, so you do have to be careful if there is front police in the game, not to don't get yourself too stagnated. But as it is, I don't have to worry about that. I just have to worry about the things shooting me. The convoy is my priority, because you notice he's just got another shot into me there, but I have now put him on a 1 shot. I really would like to take him out of the game, because then I feel like I can progress a little bit forward. But this object 416 is just moving to the open. We've got a shot straight through his engine, slowing him down, and then he gets tracked in place. So we're going to try and get another shot into him while he's tracked. But unfortunately I got a little bit unlucky there. He turned and unfortunately I didn't get the damage, but I did track him and we got picked up a little bit of track damage for that. But yeah, you can see a lot of the enemy team is on the other side of the map, and the other side of the map is undefended, so I really need to push the pace here, because what I don't want to happen is the enemy team just to full send the cap, and then you get in a situation where you could have had a great game but it's been ruined just by a quick cap out. So I do need to progress as quickly as I can, but I need to take out of these 2 M48s which are in front of me. Look, they are platooned up with each other, so I've got to be a little careful. He gets a shot into me in return, so I'm pulling back now, because if I've got both of them focusing me, they're going to kill me pretty quickly, so I've got to be a bit careful. I don't want to get the full attention of both of them, but we'll put one now on a 1 shot. And the other one looks like it's coming up, so I've pulled a little bit back, but like I say, they're under pressure as well. I'm trying to make sure I time my reloads to get as many shots into them as I can. I notice his standard beast has gone straight past me, but I've not turned for him because he's on low health and I'm expecting my team to shut him down, which our T49 just did for us. So now we're going to see if we can get some more shots into this guy, which we do, taking him out. And pretty decent start of the game really, on 3,000 damage already. Picked up a couple of kills, but like I say, I'm a little bit worried about us getting capped out right now, so I'm turning around to go to the base, and also to deal with these guys which have come straight down the valley back round to us. We've got a shot into that little hollow hand there, and now we're going to push down to see if we can get any more out of this game. See if we can get a shot into his hard case. You see I was slowing down there to see if I can get a shot into his cupola, but I'm not going to waste time waiting about. I'm going to keep pushing until I close the distance now, and see if we can get a shot into the turret. It does have a little bit of a troll armor, this guy, but the back of the turret is, I've got no problem penetrating him there. So yeah, I killed him, and it's putting us just under 4k damage now. I imagine if I played this tank now, the damage buffs, this game would have been like even more damage, just because I would have been not low rolling every shot. We get a little bit unlucky. Maybe I should aim a tiny bit ahead of that other hand there, but still surprised I didn't get him there. But we're just going to keep pushing, see if we can get this shot into this object. Looks like our friendly Italian tank's going in on him. We do manage to pinch a kill, and now, like you say, we've got only 1 minute in the cap, and that is a concern because I'm never going to make it to that cap as it stands. So I'm really going to need probably one of our light tanks, you know, to try and get there. But it looks like they're getting slowed down by this Hawk 30, but he does get now taken out. I'm going to try and put pressure basically on this Jag Tiger to allow our light tanks to get back to the cap. Well, that's at least what I was hoping anyway at this point, because like I say, I can't just make it at the moment. I can't push in front of that Jag Tiger, it'll just rip me to shreds. But then this M103 comes out of nowhere, full health. He wasn't paying attention to me, so he managed to get a shot into him. Now we're just going to try and get the damage, because like I say, I can't get to the cap at the moment. It's just not possible with that Jag Tiger there for me. So I'm relying on my light tank to get there and get the reset, which he is heading that way. So I'm thinking, you know, he's got a good chance of getting the reset. So we're just hoping at this point he does, because I want to see if we can get a bit more damage into this game. The M103 is a 2-shot to me, but I'm also a 2-shot to him. So it's important I get the first shot into him really, which we do, and him actually managed to bounce his second shot. So we know now we've got him killed, but he gets shut down by our friendly tank, and that's putting us up to 5,600 damage and just under 1,000 assistance. So it's a pretty decent game, but unfortunately, there's not much chance of me now getting to this heavy tank. I'm just sort of full sending him down there on the hope really that I'm going to make it, but realistically, yeah, I'm not going to get there, and that's probably going to be all it is for this game. But yeah, like I said, this is a tank I've really enjoyed playing, and I've enjoyed it so much I am thinking about going down the Polish tech tree line myself, because I haven't actually gone down that line yet. So obviously I've done the mediums, but I never did the heavy tank, so I'm thinking I actually quite fancy it now. It's been quite a enjoyable one. But that's it for the first replay, so I'll just get to the results screen and we can see how we did. So we got 3 kills, 5,639 damage, 718 assistance. You can see we've got, you know, the second mark there, 91%. So yeah, pretty decent game really. But that's it for this one. So we've got 2 more replays left. So if you stay with us, I'll see you in a bit for the second replay. Hello, so here we are for the second replay of the video. We're on Proc, and we've been a very lucky boy again because we've got no fun police in this replay, and it makes a huge difference when playing Proc. Even if there was artillery in this game, I would still try and use the ridge lines, just because I can't be sitting there camping down the 1-2 waiting for shots, because ultimately you're waiting for someone else to light it up, and if no one's going to be doing that and you're just sitting down the 1-2, you're going to lose the game, to be honest with you. You've got to try and take this position, but because there is no artillery in the game, you notice there I've just managed to get a nice shot into that light tank, but because there was no artillery in the game, it means I can play a bit more, you know, I don't have to keep relocating basically. If there was fun police in the game, I definitely couldn't stay in one spot here and expect not to get shot by them, because you will. Like, if I'm sitting here getting lit and I don't move, I'm going to get shot by artillery. That is just a fact. That is going to happen, because you're going to be an easy target for them. So if it's fun police, you do have to play this differently, but like I say, I would still try and use the ridge. I would just have to keep relocating it. Be a bit more, well, it'd be a lot more awkward, to be honest with you. But fortunately, we don't have to worry about that. So the only thing we do have to worry about, or you know, just bear in mind, is there's 3 light tanks in the game and a Barras, and they are, you know, as always, I keep saying, priority number 1. If I get an opportunity to get the shots into them, that's where I'm going to focus. But I'm not going to overcommit to you know, to kill myself. But they are, like I say, the quicker they die for me, you know, the better. The more, when all the light tanks are dead, the more chance you have, really, because they're spotting your team. They've got the vision, very dominant late game. so you do want to try and take him out. But one thing you do, I always bear in mind is that, generally speaking, I find there's going to be a time in the game where the light tanks are, they're going to make a mistake, because they always do. So that's why I say you've got to be a little bit patient, but just be alert of what they're doing, because sometimes they make the same patterns going up in the ridge line, so you can predict when you're going to get a shot in. Sometimes they full send someone. They're going to make a mistake more often than not. And it's at that point you want to try and take them out, and if you can get a few shots into them beforehand, it's going to make it a lot easier. Most of our teams push down the 1-2. It's good that they actually are pushing down, because it means things like this T-29 is getting lit up, and I'm able to get a few shots into him. Why on earth the T-29 is sat there is beyond me. He's got a incredible turret, good gun depression. So you would kind of think the ideal tank to be playing on the ridgeline, wouldn't you? But no, unfortunately that's just not what happens these days. They're just sitting at the back of the map. But if you want my advice, is run a tank like that, you want to play the ridge, especially when there's no artillery in the game. That is a big thing. But yeah, so it's going alright. It's fairly even, I would say, at this point. Well, it is even. It's 13-13. But I'm feeling fairly confident. Just the way we're sort of pushing down this 1-2, if we take control of that, that's taking away a lot of the map control. Because the enemy team who are on the hill, they're not concerned for me really, because it's not very easy to cap out, is it, on this map? But there you go, this is what I'm talking about. The Brass has made a mistake. He went in on that guy, and I punished him. And realistically, if I didn't low roll really badly on him, or if I played after RMG changes, he would have been dead after that shot. We got a bit fortunate there. But like I say, those things are what you're waiting for. Those things are going to happen, and that's when you've got to make sure you try and punish them. I generally, more often than not, I find there will be a time where they'll make a mistake, and that's when you try and punish them. I'm going to try and get the kill. I should have hit that, to be honest. I thought it was going to turn, but I feel like I should have killed him, which is a shame. But that's just my shooting. We're going to see. This looks like another light tank's coming. The Tiger Shark, yeah, he's coming in. He sensed an opportunity. Well, he thought he had an opportunity to yo this T-54. There you go, it's a second mistake by the light tank, and he is now out of the game. So now we've only got one light tank left, and yeah, this is looking, although it's 11-11, now they're out of the game. I'm feeling pretty confident that we can do something with this. But it is, like I say, it is even. I just feel like I'm taking control of the map. But now, this is the time for me. I'm thinking I'm going to push down now. And try and get, trying to spot them up and get the assistance, because obviously I'm going for the third mark of excellence. So I've got I've got like 3,500 damage. So I've had a decent game, but if I can push down there and spot what's camping up at the train tracks or the edge of the map, then I could easily pick up another like 1,000 assistance or something, which can make a big deal when you're going for those third mark of excellence. I was expecting that T-29 to get shot down. That's why I didn't bother aiming him at the start. But he didn't, so I turned the snapshot at him and get a shot in. There you go, there's the TD, which is on the train track. He's in a Borsig, so it's not a bad position for him, but we're just trying to get a few shots in. We know he's there now. I'm not going to spot him, because obviously he's got insane camo, but maybe if he shoots at me, I've got a chance at spotting him, because he's going to lose that camo factor. So I'm trying to bait a shot from him basically, but as I said, that the Italian tank gets spotted, so I put a shot into him, and obviously the Borsig shot me and I bounced it off my turret, because this thing can bounce shots if you're using the gun depression with the turret. I do then get shot down by one of the campers on the hill. I believe that was the Italian heavy that put a shot into me, judging by how much health I lost. But they've also got a T-28 prop tank on there, which is of full health. So yeah, this has been a pretty decent game. We've got 5,000 damage, but he's fairly healthy. So it's a shame I wasn't able to push. I got sort of delayed by the Borsig, because I really wanted to light the hill, because if I was the first person to light him, then I would have got obviously all the assistance off of him. But I'm going to push forward now just to see if I can make these my spots and see if I've got an opportunity to get a shot in, or at least like the Italian tank, which I do. He does put a shot into my side. I try and snap one in, doesn't pay off, but I do pick up a little bit of assistance now. So at this point I'm just trying to bait him out so I can pick up the assistance, and yeah, see if we can get a shot in. Don't let it for the aim because I don't think I have enough time. But yeah, it's been a pretty decent game. And yeah, I didn't see if we can get a shot into T28, but he gets shut down by KV3, and now there's one little tank left on the hill. I don't really want him to kill me at this stage because, well, it'd just be a shame to die right now. I mean, this game, even if I did, let's be honest, the game's in the bag now. It's a 7v1 situation, and my gut feeling is he's not going to pull off this. He's not going to pull this off now. He's not going to pull his comeback. I mean, credit to him if he did, but I'm feeling pretty confident. I was going to go the other way up the hill. The reason I didn't is just purely because I haven't got the speed. The other heavy's going to beat me that way, so I thought I'll push this way just in case I light him if he's trying to retreat or something and get shot in. I'm hoping I can get the kill, but it's just really, I'm probably not going to be able to because the way it is. My other team probably going to beat me to it, but we spot him there. I was hoping, oh, is he going to sort of show it enough for me to get a shot in? It's not quite happening, but along with this going on, I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll get the kill. Do I get the extra kill? But it's not going to make a big difference because he's not really got a lot of hit points left, and ultimately I was just trying to free mark this at the time. So yeah, I'm moving in, but it's not looking likely I'm going to get this. Unfortunately, SEAT beats me to it. But that's it for this one. So we'll get to the results screen and we can just see how we did. So we got 2 kills, 5,142 damage, but we picked up 1,400 assistance, which is nice. So yeah, decent game. And if you stay with us, I will see you in a bit for the final replay, which is where we achieve the 3rd mark of excellence. Okay, so this is the final replay of the video, and as always, this is where we achieve our 3rd mark of excellence. So Ron Pilson, we're very top tier because this is in the +1 matchmaking, and it's multi-base, which yeah, I mean, they're never going to cap out on it. It's just pretty pointless. But yeah, that's multi-base. So we stopped because we thought we had an opportunity to get a shot into that light tank, get that little early bit of damage on. But it was a little bit risky because now we're going to have to cross this building, and if someone was, one of the enemy team was paying attention, they could potentially get a shot into me crossing. But fortunately for me, that's not happened. And also very fortunately for me, this light tank is, yeah, done that. So we're able to get a free shot of damage in. It is only like 370 just because this was before the RMG changes. So it's quite a low roll considering it's 440 alpha. We get another shot into the Carnarvon, and yeah, this is kind of the ideal situation for me when I'm going for my 3rd mark of excellence, because I haven't had to drive far and there's damage in front of me. So I've been a little bit careful though, because I think at this stage I was relatively close to free marking the tank. So I didn't need a humongous game, so I just wanted to be a bit careful I didn't overextend there and get shot by too many things. But we get a tracking shot into the guy on the left, and hoping we get a bit of assistance, but that's not really turned out to be the case. We're going to try and get another shot into him, but he's actually backed away, so it's not really possible. But there's still things here for me to shoot. I don't want to sort of force him around just yet, because like I say, there's this Type 59-2 and the VK, so I don't want to get pushed around the corner and get shot by 3 tanks. But fortunately for me, the Carnarvon actually just allowed me to get a shot into him there, which was really nice. And now I'm up to sort of 1,500, but this damage, the game is progressing quickly, and the damage could very quickly disappear. So I do have to make sure I'm hitting my shots here. I don't want to be missing a shot, missing a reload, because this game, like I say, it could get away from you very quickly, which you don't want to happen when you're going for that 3rd mark of excellence. So we're going to push into this guy. I'm going to leave him for my Tiger to finish off, and then I'm not too sure why I wasn't aimed onto that light, but I'm going to try and move around and get a shot into him, and unfortunately he's got round, so I'm not going to get a shot now. So we're just going to move on. Like I say, already this is now, the game's just barely started and it's almost finished. It's 11:05, so this is why you really need to make sure you stay at top of the damage. But unfortunately, this is a 3-shot autoloader. I can't really afford to push straight into him at this stage. I don't want to just I don't want to throw this game away. But at the same time, the damage is getting away, so I'm going to have to try and push in. We get a shot into his KV3, and now I've just got to go because I might only get another shot or two in now at this stage, and I'm going to need to make sure I hit him. I don't go for the KV because he doesn't have the hit points, so we put one into the Prototyp. We then leave him for our team then to finish off and push into the next healthiest thing, which is his KV4. We're going to ram him just for that extra tiny bit of damage, and then we finish him off. And that's about it. Very, very quick one, but it is the one where I achieved the 3rd mark of excellence, so we had to put it in there. We got 1 kill, just under 4,000 damage, but yeah, there we have it. We achieved the 3rd mark of excellence. So yeah, as always, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Like I say, sorry I'm only able to do a couple of videos a week rather than the 3, but I'm going to do it every much. Well, I'm going to try my best to get one out every Monday and Friday. So yeah, please keep watching. Thank you so much. I'm actually very close to the 500 subscriber mark now, which I'm really pleased with. So as always, thank you for watching. Happy tanking.